that way, or do you taste this shit? But I decided to give a deep and thought out response and said, it's a part of our culture to season our food. She looked at me with eyes ready to gentrify my entire plate and said, that's bullshit. All of the white coursing through her veins couldn't understand my answer, so to that woman, we season our food the way we do because we like it to taste, well, good. We are masters of turning things into something greater and better than the sum of their parts, given nothing but the scraps of the animals your predecessors enjoyed. Our ancestors made meals that tasted like strength, tasted like a dream of freedom, tasted like soul. So soul food is what they called it. The fields got their bodies, master got their bodies, but every night the soul was fed. The spice cabinet full of potions used to heal the spirit, they were magicians, or better yet, alchemists, turning lead into gold, trash to family dinner, pain into a meal worth having. Family dinner, more holy than Sunday service. The next day isn't promised. So fitting, your last meal might be your last supper, so they cooked. The salt thrown in their wound, they put it in their food. You can damn near taste the whips on back, tenderizing the flesh. The sun-dried nightmares, the noose around neck of cattle who weren't meant to be eaten, just milked for all their worth. It tasted like struggle. So today, it still tastes like struggle. I sat in the best room, I say the best room in anyone's house, my grandmother's kitchen. I sat there while she cooked and was too young to appreciate the magic she was making. I swear she was a witch. No broomstick, just wooden spoon. This, I believe, is when I fell in love with food and the art of making it. She put a smile on everyone's face before it was even ready. Fast forward, and my mom turned into the magician. She taught me the basics, shared with me her grimoire until I was able to create my own, the pages of which are still being bound together, but don't worry. I dust off my spell book often. You ain't gotta say it. I know that shit tastes good. I made it. It tastes like history. It tastes like our story. And I know you love it. Pain tastes so much better when you ain't gotta go through it. So to that woman, I made you something. Seasoned just the way you like it. And you taste it? Because I can't.
Keep going for why? It would help if I had my clipboard. Give it up to quick and speedy judges. Woo! Hey, you got it. And you gotta love it when I don't have to do math. So we have 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. All right! Woo! No pressure.
Don't worry about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up. Next poet up is Jonathan. Come on, keep it going.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. And so rose the great statue, with a crown of 7 points, one for each sea and continent. Reflecting off of New York Harbor, so greeted the millions that passed through Ellis Island to be stripped of their names and have them reworked into something more American. Melted down until all impurities are gone, melted down into stereotypes, melted down into a culture so homogenized we now accept Oreo pizza as Italian.
Yeah.
And now as the death of religious extremism threatens lives, we say no, we turn them away. We cower in fear as they die. We cower while we watch Monday Night Football. We cower on couches. We cower in bars. We cower at poetry slams. We cower while we Netflix and chill. We cower in shopping malls. We cower, they die. As the words of the new Colossus fall on deaf ears, the torch of liberty falls into the sea, and the Colossus of Rhodes is reborn. The brazen American giant raises its arms skyward, and the mother of exiles extends to its conquered lands 2 middle fingers, each with a ubiquitous message. Your culture is out of options. The glow of worldwide welcome extinguished. The washed sunset gates have fallen. The imprisoned lightning of the flame gone. We've cut Patrick Henry's options in half. We'll take the liberty. You can keep the death. We'll melt the statue down and use the copper to settle the debt. For we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. People of color still Ku Kluxed. White hoods replaced with badges. Still hiding behind the guise of the American dream. Behind never forget. Behind all lives matter. Behind make America great again. Behind the irrational fear perpetuated by 24-hour news networks that manipulate language and bastardize truth into propaganda, until every person from the Middle East is a terrorist, until every African American is a criminal. You chose liberty, but we left you too tired, hungry, and poor to act on it. So we gave you death, spiritual death, cultural death, anthropological death, literal death. We brought you in, melted you down, reshaped you in our image, and if you dare to break the mold of liberty that we have cast for you, then the only option left is death.
You gotta love we're in the middle of downtown Dayton, everyone chanting, death! Death!
They don't like when they can move. Goodbye, Jonathan Slam Poetry Time Life Collection.
Oh, this shit's gonna be fun. We'll start low. 9.5. Which it doesn't matter because he got 4 10. Well, that fucked a head-on-head final round. Now we've got a 3-way. All right.
Nothing wrong with a poetic menage a trois.
Last poll in the second round. Give it up for True.
I love you, Ray.
Keep it going. Come on, folks. He ain't there yet.
Cool. Dear lover, these buzzing fluorescents have you looking a little pale, just a little washed out, and all this antiseptic is far from complimenting that perfume. This linoleum will make your most stylish pair of pumps look cheap. Sweetheart, you look tired. I'll never understand how it is that you don't see it, how terribly beautiful you are. I mean, look in the mirror. I'm in all the dark spots, the hollowed slopes in your eyes, and beneath them, your color is just so delicious. Listen to the sound of my voice, to these sweet nothings. I will love your everything, every multicolored malignancy, raw and heaving. Breathe with me, bleed out with me. We will waste away together. Hush now. I will hold you through these tremors. It's just the way that we dance, baby. Listen to this music, this mutation, so orchestral, this spreading, so symphonic, split cells, 2 by 2 by 4. Watch our love swell. Lover, why do you want me dead? I will show heaven, baby. Give you the stars and the sun. Those are sunspots on your lungs. You can't just tie a ribbon around me and cough me up. Ha! Really now? Did you think I'd go that easy? That I'd ever think to up and leave you? Rest, darling. Lay down. You know how I love to lazy river through your shattered glass veins. Your heart is just as big as they all said it was, but not as strong. All of that feigned untamed pride pumping. I know that poker face all too well. You will love me. I gave you my son, love me. Deadly, I'll make you an angel, love me. I will make you feel radiance. You'll meet me there in 9 months or 6 months or 3. They'll try to timestamp our love, expiration date us, but take your time, I'll wait for you. Quiet and patient until you wake up one night with a stitch in your side or a wasp in your brain, and you will know I've come back for you. I will always come back for you, darling. We will look so beautiful, laid out with all of the wilted lilies. They will weep for everything that you were and everything you could never be without me. Lover, it is my understanding that you want me dead. Fine, die with me.
Keep it going for true. All right, judges. All right, for true, we have from low to high, we have a 9. We have a 9. We have a 9.5. It's 2 10s.
I'm sorry.
It's 28.5. Applause the poet. That means we have, going into the final round, we have Aisha, Y, and Jonathan. So, hold on here. Hold on. So I think it was a good way to do this.
Thunderdome.
Thunderdome?
Thunderdome. Steel
What
cage
the
match.
fuck is wrong with you?
Lots of stuff.
This is
That's why I do
poetry,
slam
not
poetry.
wrestling. I am thinking of a number between 1 and 100.
45.
Fuck you, forward. For the poets! Hold on, we get another number. Okay. Alright. Aisha, Jonathan, Y. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100.
69.
72.
Huh?
42.
It was 72. Jonathan was the closest with 69.
Yeah, nice.
Dig it. Alright. First, second, or third?
I'll go first.
You'll go first. Aisha, you were the next closest. You want to say first?
I did.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. All right. You want to go second or last? Huh?
I'll go second.
You'll go second. Then why? You have the last vote of the round. All right.
I think one of our judges just wants to type for a little.
No, everybody's here.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And because it's a three-way,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick in a little bit of extra money. So second place is gonna get $20 now. Third place will get $10.
Who gets the
So-
firm handshake?
Huh?
Who gets the firm handshake? True.
True. All right. Are we ready? Woo! Are you ready? Final round, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Jonathan.
Yeah.
How do you tell a 2-year-old about death? Does anyone here know how you tell a 2-year-old about death? Why would anyone ever need to know how to tell a 2-year-old about death if you have done this? You learned that you did not gain knowledge by doing so. You gained a curse. You know there is nothing in this world that could have prepared you for it. What to do when daddy dies was not a chapter in any of the parenting books you have read. You know that your tongue will operate in full stutter. You know the clenched teeth of a forced smile will become a prison to a truth you are not yet ready to set free. You've learned to exchange knowing glances with the community that has surrounded you. You know the precise mixture of pain, anger, tears, and self-doubt your eyes need to tell everyone around you, not today. I'm not ready yet. You know how to cry into a pillow so your child cannot hear you. You know what it feels like to fall asleep thinking you are a coward and wake up knowing you have to be a superhero. You still don't know how to actually accomplish this. You know their question about where daddy has been will come at the worst possible time. You know that your response the first time you are asked will not be the truth. You still don't know if that's okay. You know that at some point that answer will quit being enough. Daddy got hurt. The doctors couldn't fix daddy. Daddy didn't get better. Daddy died. You know you will try to be strong. You know your eyes will betray you before your voice ever could. You know that when your child hugs you afterwards, it will become the only hug you have ever truly needed. The strong one. You still do not know if that is okay or not. You know you still have no idea how to tell a 2-year-old about death.
A joke. Most jokes contain some black boy walks into a bar and a judge is the bartender. The boy orders a drink but does not get carded. Why? Well, because actions without in front of her purpose to take responsibility, you know, I'm sorry, my fault. Realize dangerous and watch where you're going, it's always your fault. Thrusted out of her mouth a broken court system. Before her was a man. Boy wasn't seen. Just skin-painted crime yet to be committed. An adult made out of a child by a child masquerading as an adult. I'm calling the police. The battle cry of those not affected by.
So Jonathan has an 88. Aisha, after all her rounds, has a 90. Wise final round.
Keep right back.
Oh, jeez.
Hi. Okay, this is brand new. And you know, it may very well be shit. An open letter to women who look like me. Dear fellow white feminist, it has come to my attention through my many conversations with the Black women of my acquaintance that we are doing a great disservice to our sisters of color. We are, through our poor exercise of our vocabulary, contributing to a harmful stereotype. In our well-meaning efforts to speak for them, as if they lack the capacity to speak for themselves, we often speak of their anger. It's not that they aren't angry. Fuck yeah, they're beyond such prosaic emotions as mere anger, risking our last years to graduate. These inequities are enough to justify several lifetimes